And this is an absolute game changer for Fantom. Fantom up another 6.6% here. Now up 90% over 23 days. And Andre Cronje has just tweeted something very important, which if they can follow through on, will be a huge game changer for the Fantom ecosystem. I'm going to break down the price action, the TA, and exactly what Andre Cronje just revealed. If you appreciate this type of content, smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to trade with us, Ijaz.uk/TG is where we're taking our regular trades. Join us over there. Now, let's start off with what Andre Cronje had to say. Now, of course, we know that the recent price action has been to do with wider euphoria around the markets. Many other altcoins moving here to the upside, but we're seeing Fantom start to really push when other altcoins aren't pushing, and particularly when Bitcoin is not moving as well, which is hugely interesting. Now, one of the reasons behind this Fantom specific narrative is the launch of the Sonic testnet. If you take a look at this tweet from Andre Cronje, instant sub 500 milliseconds, Sonic was specifically designed for a new generation of apps, games, social, messaging, and streaming. Sonic has the highest transactions per second, lowest finality, and highest scaling ceiling of any blockchain currently. This is huge in terms of the Fantom tech being put on display here, and also the fact that I spoke about Andre Cronje being more vocal is hugely positive for the ecosystem as well. Now, why is this really important? Before I get onto these newest tweets, he's got another latest tweet which is really starting to push the price action. We need to understand why this is important. This is important because up until now, the previous cycle, Fantom was led as a DeFi chain. Everything that was going on in Fantom was DeFi. There wasn't much NFT activity. There wasn't much in the way of games or social or messaging or anything else. It was just DeFi. And even at the time when I had the then CMO, Simone Pomposi, and even Michael Kong, the CEO, on the channel, I put that to them. I said, what's going on with the Fantom ecosystem to bring more other use cases into the Fantom ecosystem? What more can you do? And this seems to be what they were working on. Building Sonic is going to allow other apps to be created on, and that's going to be really important for the growth of the Fantom ecosystem going into this next bull run. But there's something else. Andre Cronje, one of the DeFi's best minds, is working on something more disruptive. And this is going to completely frazzle your mind, right? If you look at this goes back to April. And again, we were in the depths of the bear market right then. We covered it here on this channel. It was exciting. But to hear the update today is a game changer. So back then, Andre Cronje replied to this person, Michael, and said, do you need a card or just payments infrastructure? If the latter, i.e. payments infrastructure, I can add you to our closed beta. If a card, that will be available by the end of 2023, which is what we're coming up towards. Crypto-friendly bank available to public within this year. Very, very interesting. But then we get an update. Today we get an update. Just a few hours ago, Andre Cronje was asked, hold up, if you're looking to trade with us, head over to Ijaz.uk/TG. We have our own VIP trading group where I share my exact trade signals, entries, stop loss, take profits. So you don't have to mess around using trial and error during a thriving bull market. The market is poised to move. We're seeing a lot of altcoins pump to the upside, and we're taking some amazing trades. Ijaz.uk/TG. I'll see you on the inside. Remember this, Fantom fam? I wonder if it's still something being worked on. To which Andre Cronje replied, yes, still being actively developed. Because some people are thinking maybe this was just something they were doing in the bear market and they're not actively going to focus on it now. No, they're still developing it. We'll still be closed beta for the foreseeable future. Don't expect any announcements until we are comfortable to make it available to the public. For it to work the way we envision, we need to launch Sonic Mainnet, which is of course what we're getting. We had the testnet test and now moving on to Mainnet, and one other deliverable, quite kind of being cryptic here. We don't really know what's going on here, right? Not the only horizontal product we will be launching. This is really good, guys. And look, every time I've said things are positive about Fantom, it's always been from the tech side. The tech is phenomenal. The progress they're making, and Sonic has got me super excited in terms of the tech as well. The finality, the transactions per second, the ceiling, the capacity, the throughput. Brilliant. I just wanted to see more in terms of marketing, but this could really help. The fact Andre Cronje is jumping back in the seat, doing the tweets, creating the hype, that's when you see the Fantom price action start to move, and it's happening again. This is the Andre Cronje effect, up 91% here over 23 days. And this is why it's so important, guys, to DCA into your positions. When you're doubting yourself, when you're struggling with conviction, you keep going. You don't panic sell. I had periods where I doubted Fantom, right? Particularly when the main day it wasn't even the multi-chain hack. I covered that off with you guys. It was the MetaMask wallet of the employee. Really frustrated me. Really frustrating from two perspectives. One, how it happened. Two, the comms around it, right? And I came out, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. I'm not promoted by Fantom. I'm not promoted by any coin or crypto out there. So I can say what I want. And so if I'm investing in it, I've got my money where my mouth is. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing. The reality is I'll tell you when I'm going through that period. Any investor in any asset class has ups and downs. When I hold my Tesla shares, there's days when I hate Elon Musk, but I still hold them and I still do really well in them. And same for my cryptos. There'll be days where I really get frustrated with certain projects, certain founders, certain teams. We're just humans. The difference is, are you selling? Are you panic selling? Are you getting out? Are you jumping ship? And if I see things fundamentally change with the ecosystem or any ecosystem, I will jump ship. I'm okay to pivot. I don't need to marry my bags. No. Nobody's going to take care of my portfolio. You guys on Twitter are not going to take care of my portfolio. You guys in YouTube here watching in the comments are not going to take care of my portfolio. I have to take care of my portfolio. I have to make the decisions based on the information I gather, the research I do. The Fantom ecosystem doesn't care about my portfolio. Cronje doesn't care about my portfolio. So it's about time you start taking that responsibility too. Taking that responsibility to say, I'm going to be the guardian of my portfolio. When I believe in the project, I'll DCA. If something fundamentally changed, then I'm going to consider exiting because I don't need to be married to these tokens. So when we're sitting here, Fantom, nice move here to the upside. Really, really nice. Looking at the daily chart, hugely extended from the daily chart. Remember, for those of you looking to try add, you got to ask yourself, why are you chasing green candles, right? You've just had 3 days here in a row booming to the upside, 13%, 5%, 6.6%. You want to be waiting for a call off, guys. Now on the daily chart, you can see the EMA ribbon starts to come in at 25, 26 cents now. Will it want to come down, have a little call off and retouch, or is it going to continue parabolically? 4-hour chart is a bit more realistic for a pullback, right? Look at the 4-hourly chart, super extended. It tried to come down a little bit here, didn't quite touch its EMA ribbon, and then bounced up again. Will it come back down here into that 30 cents level for a bit of a nibble? I'm personally not adding right now. I don't need to be adding when I've had such an opportunity to add at 15 cents, 16 cents, 17 cents. My bag's locked and loaded. My problem with Fantom is I need to make sure I'm not over allocated to Fantom. And I want to make sure that I don't have too much Fantom in my portfolio, because it's very easy for me, because I like Fantom, to keep adding more. And that's always been my problem with Fantom. I need to make sure that I keep it within the framework of my portfolio, that it's a small slice of the layer 1 section part of my portfolio. I can't let it get to crazy parts of my portfolio. Even when it grows, I have to make sure that I follow my rules. I trim, I sell some and put some into Bitcoin and some other altcoins I'm looking to add as well. So I got to keep that in mind. I will let you guys know if I am taking profits, if I am trimming, if I am adding. I'll let you guys know. And if you want to trade with me, not long-term investing, but trade, ijaz.uk/TG is where you're going to get our day trading and swing trading signals from. So what are we looking at here in terms of Fantom? If you don't watch my price target video, I'm going to link that up for you guys as well, so we know where we're going. But this new kind of narrative around building a bank with a card and all the other infrastructure on top of it, it's huge. It really differentiates Fantom from other layer 1 solutions out there, because the reality is, the layer 1 scaling space is very, very competitive, right? You've got Solana, you've got Cardano, you've got Near Protocol, you've got Avalanche, you've got so many things, Algorand out there, so many different platforms, some with more use cases, others with less, but better tech, right? And Fantom is competing on a tech basis, right? They're saying, look, our tech is the best, which is fantastic, but they've also got to compete from having a few other interesting products that they're building, such as this bank, such as this card, such as the payment infrastructure, that gets more dApp developers on, gets more people onboarding with Fantom, and gets people getting a Fantom wallet set up, getting started, using the infrastructure, and using Fantom natively. And when they do that, you hope that they discover DeFi, they discover gaming, they discover NFTs, and they become a fan of the ecosystem. So really positive news here from the Fantom ecosystem and Cronje in particular. More importantly, I'm happy that he's tweeting, he's enjoying his work, he's working on something which keeps him passionate, because if he's passionate and if he's working hard, Fantom stands a really good shot going into this next bull market. Guys, let me know your thoughts on Fantom. Is this one you've just given up on? Are you still adding? Are you still DCAing? Remember not to chase those green candles. Smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.